Chapter 14, Winter Wonderland. Yo peoples, what's up? Yep, I'm totally excited because I've updated. Let me tell you, this will be a great update. I hope everyone likes this chapter as much as I do. Thanks to everyone who's read and reviewed. Nellie snuggled closer to Tori's arm as the previews began rolling. Tori blushed partly and was immediately thankful for the darkness of the theater. Otherwise, he'd probably have to tell Nellie why he was blushing. I'm so glad we got tickets for this movie early in the week, Iceman, Adele whispered. She and Iceman got comfortable in their seats. They were hooked inside the movie theater system, which was the cyber theater for all the novice to watch movies too. Yeah, from what that Usher guy said, they sold out of all of them 2 days ago, Iceman commented, though he too spoke in a low whisper. Adele giggled and kissed Iceman's cheek. You're the best almost boyfriend ever. Did you know that? Almost boyfriend? Oh yeah, what's that supposed to mean? Nadelia sighed before she began her explanation. Well, I can't very well be your girlfriend if you haven't asked me yet. That's just not fair for me. For you? Huh? I mean, it'd be entirely too easy if I just became your girlfriend when you never asked me to. Ice was caught for a moment as he contemplated Nadelia's words. She did have a point. Ice bent over his mother to respond. Nadelia hushed immediately. Shush! The movie's starting. 2 hours later. Ah, that was great. The mummy was awesome. And his wife and son were so cool too. I like his son's girlfriend the best though. Nellie cried, popping her fist in the air. The movie had turned out to be much better than she expected, which made Tori just as happy. Anything that made Nellie smile gave him joy, it seemed. It was pretty good, Tori added, blushing faintly at Natalie's joyous smile. She was so beautiful. Tori stopped walking without realizing it, and in turn, Nellie nearly choked over herself when she realized no one was beside her. Hey, Tori! Tori! Ah! Nellie closed her eyes as she expected to collide with the hard sidewalk, but thankfully that never came. Tori had caught up quickly and grabbed hold of Nellie's wrist before she could fall completely. No, you've been out falling off a lot lately, Tori said, with a worn smile. Nellie blushed red in embarrassment and righted herself, then straightened her clothes a little bit. Guess I'm still as clumsy as before. You, clumsy? Nope, I never saw it. Are you kidding? I used to break everything at the War 3. Plates, cups, you name it. I dropped it, stepped on it, or tripped over it. Everyone used to call me a klutz. Nellie tried off as she realized she had actually been spinning slightly well at War 3. Her eyes roamed the street to find something else to talk about and led them to an ice cream stand. Oh, Tori, can we get some ice cream? I haven't had any in a while. Tori smiled at Nellie's excited expression and shrugged. I don't see why not. Let's go, let's go. Nellie grabbed Tori's hand and together they went over to the small corner stand. Tori ordered their ice cream and soon the two were walking with their frozen treats, each looking at their double scoops quietly. They walked towards the closest park and had a seat at one of the benches, underneath the tree. Hey, Nellie, Tori started to say, but Nellie's eyes were too focused on his face, so he stopped. When her gaze didn't move, he decided to ask, Is there something on my face? Nellie finally realized Tori was talking to her and nodded when she heard his question. Yeah, right there. Nellie pointed a finger towards the side of her mouth, and Tori walked at the spot on his own face. Didn't feel anything. Had he missed? You missed it. Tori tried again, this time on the other side. But still, he missed. Goodness. Here. Nellie unwrapped a microphone around her cone and moved close towards Tori's face. He leaned in, so that she wouldn't have to reach far. Presumably that only made Nellie give to temptation. At the last minute, Nellie's hand dropped as soon as her lips were on the plate where the ice cream had been. She licked it off. A wicked smirk across her face as she did so. She moved away quickly so she could see Tori's face, and the bright cherry red blush was reward enough. Tori, you're so cute. Tori pouted at Nellie's grin, trying not to feel like he had just been tricked. You're teasing me. Nellie looked dramatically horrified, and Tori knew that she had probably been thinking about doing this since they got the ice cream. Tori, I never thought like... Nellie never got a chance to finish her sentence. To get back up for tricking him, Tori kissed her fully on the lips. He was glad he did too, because between the taste of Natalie and the taste of ice cream, Tori was fairly close to being in heaven. When Tori felt like Natalie was good and breathless, he pulled away from her, going back to eat his ice cream fairly nonchalantly, as if nothing had happened. True, he had found out that he loved kissing Natalie, but he was nowhere near as frozen as she was. He had finished his first scoop and Natalie finally stumbled out of it. Tori, you did that on purpose! Natalie screeched and Tori laughed loudly, and Natalie's flaming red face filled his line of vision. He continued to eat its cone, ignoring the girl's protest. Nellie huffed and began to eat her ice cream once again, before it melted. Natalie. Tori was looking out at the wide expanse of the park when Natalie looked over to him. His calm eyes turned towards her, and he found her start to say what he wanted. Will you be my girlfriend, Natalie? Natalie was shocked, even though she had dreamed of this day for weeks. Me? No, the other Natalie in your brain. Tori chuckled his own joke. This one, Natalie. You don't want to? No, of course I want to. Natalie stood from the picture bowed low. But please take care of me from now on. Tori smiled and reached up, then cupped Natalie's cheek. He felt so at ease and calm now, since he had told Natalie how he felt. He leaned up, kissing Natalie very slowly and softly. When he pulled away, a bright blush stained her cheeks and her eyes were dazed. You've made me very happy. I'll do my best to do the same for you, Tori told her, and all Natalie could do was nod. She had no idea when Tori had gotten so calm and mature, but it made her more nervous than before. She had been waiting on him for such a long time to make his move, and now that he had, he was determined to kill her from happiness. Tori. Natalie felt like her heart was going to pound out of her chest. She leaned forward and kissed Tori again, to which he happily returned. They stayed that way until Natalie felt like her lungs were going to explode, before she put away. Tori gave her another breathtaking smile, which made her blush only get redder. Natalie would never forget today for as long as she lived, she was sure. Natalie opened her mouth to tell Tori her thoughts, but was cut up by a resounding beep. Natalie! That Tori has email! Natalie cried from the PET, slightly irritated someone had interrupted the two and into her favorite soap bar for the day. She's right, Tori. We have an email. Iceman got quiet, while he read the sentence name before he gasped. It's from Dad. Huh? Dad? Tori took hold of Natalie's wrist and tucked her back towards the bench, where she sat down waiting for Iceman to finish. Open it, please. I already did. Dad says we have to come to his new job, now. Something's wrong. Dad got another job? Another new job? Natalie questioned out loud, and Tori only nodded in response. He was a tad more worried about the contents of the email than his dad's constant address change, it seemed. We? Who's we? You, me. Iceman read the email over before his face brightened up considerably. Dad and Leah. He says he wants Lan, Shard, Yaya, and Mela to come too. All of us? Did he say what for? Delia asked from her PET. I don't know. He just said something happened that he thinks it's best if we come. Something about it being a personal, private matter that he knows we probably want to handle for ourselves. Both Tori and Natalie began to wonder what on earth could be a personal matter for them at Tori's dad's job, but decided that didn't matter. So where's Dad at now? In Sharrow. 2 days later. Natalie shivered as the plane landed in Sharrow. She had heard about the frozen wasteland known as Sharrow, and wanted nothing more but to turn around and go right back to Dentek City. But they were here on a mission. It's cold. Natalie whined, clinging to Tori tighter than she had on the plane. She was spun up in a purple pea coat, a black scarf and gloves, and black snow boots. Still, she was cold as the group stepped off of their plane and into the airport. Come here, I'll warm you up, Tori told her, holding his arms out for her completely. Natalie nodded with a tearful look in her eyes, burying herself in Tori's arms. Their friends looked at the display, but Tori had been serious. He pressed a kiss on Natalie's forehead and rubbed her back slowly. Is it any better? Uh-huh, Natalie said softly, a faint blush covering her face. She had no idea Tori would this boat in public. It was awesome. Tori, you came. And you brought all your friends too. Tori sat there, his arms open for her son, who regarded him coolly. After a moment, Tori let Natalie go and went over to his dad, who hugged him joyfully. I was afraid you had become a rebellious teenager in my absence, his dad cried, and Tori rolled his eyes, snapping out his father's hug to push Natalie forward softly. Dad, this is Natalie, I know. Did you forget that I was still at home when she came to stay with us? Tori's dad heaved a sigh at his son's forgetfulness. Then turned to Natalie. So you're going to be the next Miss Freud, huh? Tori talks non-stop about you. Sorry that I was unable to see you that often, even in the house. I think the entire week you stayed there, you saw me once. I tend to work late, very often. And apparently you move a lot too, I replied, a sour tone in her voice. She frowned at Tori's dad, who person sheep slapped her. Oh, you're mad that I moved Tori away so suddenly. You have my deepest apologies. I thought it would be better for my family if we were together, but I didn't know Tori would be so miserable without you. Then, as if he had to remember something, oh, and his friends too. Can't forget you guys. Thanks, Mr. Freud, I said, grinning at the older man. Tori's father nodded and continued. So kids, it seems like somebody has been hacked into Shell's water system and make it even harder to keep the fresh water coming. You see, I was sent here to fix the frost problem with the pipes, but it's not something I can control anymore. The problems are being frozen over by viruses. So bringing viruses here was a good idea, Lynn cried, fingering the chips in his pocket. Megan proudly agreed, and even Mela had to give Lynn a pat on the back. She didn't expect him to think ahead that well. Yes, a very good idea. There are several icebreakers floating around, but I fear there's more troublesome news. I'll let you guys see it once we get to the water treatment facility. Follow me, everyone. At the water treatment facility, the group of teens and preteens were in a state of panic as their novice dived into the facility's net. At first they realized that there were really a lot of ice element fiery, wreaking havoc all over the poor frostbitten aqua programs. But that wasn't all. Tori's father made everyone zoom out the viewing cameras in the PTs. Upon further inspection, the name was carved into the panels on the floor below their navies. Word 3? But how? Why? Nellie was the first to recover from shock. Why would the word 3 in Cheryl? Tori's father sighed. We honestly don't know. At first, we were worried that it was an outright terrorist attack on Cheryl. However, I fear it's a tad more personal than that. As Tori's father finished his statement, the entire group received an email from him. I've sent you the message that was frozen onto one of the war programs. I don't know how they managed to embed an email in the poor Navi, and it even opened right after he was defrosted. This time, Yai read the email out loud. Revenge is refreshingly cold and sweet. There's more. As Yai looked down at her email, Clyde added to the ornaments's comment. It appears that our picture's attached. Would you like me to open them, Miss Yai? Please, Clyde. Immediately. Right away. Clyde opened the pictures up, and Nellie's face grew red as her eyes fell onto a snapshot of her and Tori kissing in the park. Close it! Close it! Nellie cried as her face grew so red that Yai wondered she was going to pass out. Nellie? It's okay, Tori said gently, reaching out to wrap his arm around her waist. He didn't mind. After all, she was his girlfriend. To tease even more, Tori leaned in closer to her and whispered, Are you impressed to be kissed by me, Natalie? Nellie's heart nearly stopped beating as Tori whispered into her ear. Apparently, Tori's whisper did bad things to her. No, Tori, that's not it. Tori's mom kissed Nellie's cheek, not really caring who saw. Then please calm down. You're so red. I thought you were going to pass out too. Nellie nodded and took a few deep breaths to try and calm herself down. Surprisingly, it worked. So someone saw you two on your date. And in this picture, you have ice cream. So I'm sure that's what this person is talking about. Shaw deducted and Melu nodded in agreement. That has to be it, she said before she looked down at her PET. Bro, everyone, let's take all this fire out and then try to track this email. Between Chad, Yai, Tori, and I, we should be able to get someone found. No, Nellie started, while looking down the grim-faced Nadelia. Let me do it. I'll find this person. Are you sure? You know, the more heads... No, Melu, let me do this. Nadelia nodded from PT. Please, let us. I have a feeling this will lead us to someone, and I want to find the person. Len looked at Natalie and saw the determined look in her face. He knew the girl would probably refer to some for Word 3 tactics, but that was okay as long as she didn't tell anyone exactly how she would find the person. He turned to yell after nodding at Natalie. We'll handle the fire, Natalie. Find the person responsible for this. 5 hours later. She's still going at it? Tori didn't want to eat with everyone else while Natalie was stuck in his dad's house, trying to find the culprit. She had smiled reassuringly at him and told him she could handle being alone, but Tori wasn't convinced. So throughout dinner, Tori had emailed Nellie about 5 times, and each response had a big smiley face at the end of it. He felt his nerves calm a little bit, but he knew he'd feel better soon he got back to Natalie. Did she say she wanted us to bring her back? Ryan questioned, spilling stew in his mouth. Mia broke off a piece of bread and dipped it in Len's bowl, tasting it for herself. What else? She said she wants to taste Cheryl's curry, Tori replied, with an amused look on his face. Nag was trying really hard to make him feel better, he knew. Curry? And Cheryl? Wow. Tori, your girlfriend's weird, Yai commented, spearing at Carol with a fork. Tori shrugged and bit into his hot sandwich, while his father ordered Natalie's curry to go. Tori sighed thankfully as his PT beeped. It was another email from Natalie. He opened it quickly, already wondering what its contents were. Tori, please stop worrying about me. I'm fine, really. The only problem I'm having is a growling growling stomach. Issy bunches. Natalie, XOXO. At Tori's house. Natalie, would you like to... No, Nadelia, I'm fine. Please look through that file one more time. Nellie stated, clearly irritated by the amount of security she had to watch Nadelia go through. It was like finding a needle in a haystack, but she had found it, and she wasn't going to let it go. I can't. There's a security patrol about to come through in a moment. No, Delia muttered softly, before she added, how about we just take it? No, Delia, we're trying to be good now, remember? We can't go stealing files. We don't do that anymore. Nellie typed a few things into her PET. Then looked back down at Nafi. Can't we at least copy it? It'd be easy to steal it. Copying would take time we don't have. Delia told her owner, rolling her eyes. Didn't you know anything since our training War 3? Really? Can't we just copy the important parts? Nellie questioned, trying to think of a solution to the present problem. I can read and copy at the same time. However, I might not get the entire thing. Nellie commented, turning the file up. She opened the file and began reading the top and realized it was just a bunch of technological dribble. Okay, you read the top and open the last page for me. We'll go as fast as we can and hopefully meet in the middle. But wait, I just found something. Leah began to skim through the pages into the middle of the file. It's a list of names. Really? For what? It's put into columns. Current members, past members, and deceased members. Can you copy the list? No, we don't have time, remember? Suddenly, Nadelia gave a gasp. Oh my goodness. Nadelia dropped the file and immediately locked out as the security never came close to running the corner, or turning the corner. Nadelia erased all the cookies in her PT since the last backup. Oh, and saved Toy's emails. Alright. Nadelia's eyes flashed red as the cookies and data were erased from the PET. Nellie heaved a sigh of relief, but then she had asked Nadelia what she had found. So Nadelia, what did you discover? On the list of past members were you, Mercer Match, Maddie, and the others in the shop. Dex was on the deceased list, and so was Gutsman. That's not a surprise. Nadelia held her hand. But there was a name on the current member list. Now, you might want to sit down for this. Nellie was slightly worried at Nadelia's words. He sat down on the couch anyway. And the name? Chisao. Nellie froze. She knew that name. She knew the person who that name belonged to. But Delia had to be wrong. The only Chisao she knew was Dex's little brother? Nellie only heard her own exclamation before everything went silent. She expected to hear Nadelia screaming her name when something the word around her went black.